the main focus or the main purpose of our gathering. I think it was around April when Osinachi, the gospel musician, died. When she died, so many things have gone on right now. People said the husband should be jailed because he was bullying the wife at home. Others also were of different opinions. But right now, what has happened is the case is in court. The man is facing trial in court right now. But there is a situation. The situation we are in, that is the main purpose of our gathering tonight. The twin sister of Osinachi, is out there crying for help, crying for money, because they said now Osinachi's children are homeless. That is the bad news. But one thing I'll put up here is this. When I was having my version of this program, I made mention of the fact that people are going to be talking. Bloggers are going to be discussing. Everyone is going to say a whole lot of things. But it boils down to who really has the interest of these children at heart. I hope somebody has. But then by the end of today, you are going to see people that have proposed to support the kids. And there's something the sister, Osinachi's sister, is doing. And the sister has been exposed. More so, to give you a rough idea, the husband of Osinachi went to court and decided to change his lawyer. The judge gave him the right, and he has now changed his lawyers. There are more things to encode and decode about this situation today. But before we move ahead, I'm going to show you a video quickly of Osinachi's sister crying for help. This is Osinachi's sister exposed after she cried for help. So, please share this link and let us all get this done together. All right. So this is Osinachi's sister who is crying for help. All right. There you go. Listen to her and imagine what should have been done. Is the man going through the right thing or not?
The sister of late Osinachi Nwachukwu. Miss Osinachi Nwachukwu was known to be an anointed minister of the gospel. Through her songs like Ekweme, The Cry, and The God of All Power, many souls were blessed. She was a respecter of every man, one who believes in being kind, and she has helped some people who crossed her path. She sadly suffered domestic violence at the hand of her husband for years. The last leaving her hospitalized from internal injuries sustained from being kicked on the chest multiple times. The hospital confirmed they observed heavy internal bleeding around her chest area, yet didn't know the cause before she died on the 8th of April 2022. The death of my sister left me and my family heartbroken. She also left behind 4 kids. The oldest were being in his early 10s. And since she was the breadwinner of her family, her kids would definitely need help. The court served them quick notice, stating that their rent expired on 13th April 2022. So far, Her Excellency, Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, in her motherly love, has rendered help to us. She visited the children, followed up the case to see the justice prevails. Help the children to change their environment. She has written to the Excellencies, the Governor of Enugu State and the wife, the Governor of Abia State and the wife. She also wrote to the Commissioners of Women Affairs of both states. We are yet to get the response from them. My mother and I need help desperately to take care of the 4 children of my twin sister that was killed by her husband after she and the children had suffered years of abuse and domestic violence at his hands. No woman should ever have to live or die the way my twin sister did. No child should ever have to suffer the way her 4 children have suffered and are still suffering now. Please help us. I am Amarachi, Osinachi twin sister. Thank you. See what you've done for me. Or die.
Alright, so viewers, you've heard what Osinachi's sister is saying. So my first question is, where is the woman that preached and said in the church that any woman that has got any form of domestic violence, run to her and she will give you a place to stay? Where is that woman of God? Where is she? I don't know if anyone remembers her name, but I think I do. I've got it up here. Where is Pastor Sarah Omakwu? Pastor Sarah Omakwu, wherever you are, please, somebody should share this link till it gets to Pastor Sarah Omakwu. I'm going to play part of Sarah Omakwu's presentation when this issue came up. She spoke as if she was ready to host every woman that is going through domestic issues. But right now, here is the story about Osinachi's sister and the family. You may be asking yourself a lot of questions right now, wherever you are. Please share your thoughts. My first question is, what job was this sister that is speaking, the twin sister, what was she doing when Osinachi was alive? Everyone is saying Osinachi was the breadwinner of the husband's home, which I'm not doubting, but I don't have the proof for that. But what I want to ask is, if Osinachi was making that much money and she was the breadwinner of her home, how come Amalachi speaking, crying like this? I feel this lady is emotionally blackmailing viewers. To be honest with you, that is my point of view. She's kind of talking calmly, playing on people's emotions, demanding for support and all those things. Other people have gone in to help. You've mentioned a few names that have come in to help. What are you doing? That is what I feel. But I believe you watching, you also have your own understanding and, where you see how Amalachi, the sister of Osinachi, is speaking passionately. They need help here and there. Look, we have to be very, very careful. When this issue came, everybody is saying the man should be hanged. The man is this. He has done this. Even as she speaks now, she says the man has killed the sister, but the case is still in court. Court has not finished. They've not decided the fate of this man. They've not concluded yet, but everyone speaks and concludes that this guy has committed murder, the way it's being sounded. And now you are sitting here pleading for help. Where are all the bloggers that were talking as if they will be ready to even visit Osinachi's kids when she's gone? Now Osinachi is gone. Let's say the expectation of all the bloggers that were saying, no, take more of, he's this, he's evil. Let's assume that all that you wanted was to get this man arrested and put behind bars. Now he's in jail. He cannot come and help the kids whilst he's alive. Meanwhile, everything that is being used again, look, this is where I stand. I'm not here to defend the man nor to speak for Osinachi. That's not why I'm doing what I'm doing. Share your thoughts. But what I feel is this. Everything that is being used against this man to take him out of society is upon assumptions. So far, people say, oh, because Osinachi sent me a text some time back, because I was trying to get her to sing for me and it didn't happen really quick. She said I should speak to the husband. So I deduced that the lady is being suppressed by the husband. So it's all about deductions, assumptions, and that is all that everyone is thriving on to get this man in jail. Now people have managed to get the kids to, kind of witness against their own father in court. So that what happens? The father will be put to jail. And why are you here asking for help? When there is an able man who was already looking after the kids, wherever the money came from, that is what marriage is about. Okay, so if there is an able man to look after his kids, and you and I are using assumptions and issues that we did not physically see happen, we're using it against him to get him sentenced. Why are you out here asking for money when there is a father in jail? There's a father who is being accused of something none of us have seen. It may be true the man may be guilty, but I have a funny feeling the court may be trying to give this man what society has been pushing for, because she mentioned the name of one women minister who has written letters to make sure justice is given. Justice is given. Justice can go the way of this man as well. Everybody needs justice. If the man is guilty, why not take him off? But my issue is, if this man can be made to work, given an AVO, because he's whatever, even if he's killed or whatever, all right, what will become of this case? Already look at the situation of the kids. All those, I'm going to play the video of this woman who was the first woman to talk as if she was ready to fix every problem. I remember as part of her presentation, she said, anyone that goes through this, come to her. She will give you she has a spare room to host you. Why are Osinachi's kids being ejected from their house when that woman is alive? People should get her and she should house them right now. People should stop being putting up these kind of hypocritical behaviors. It's not right. Now listen to this woman. I may not get exactly what she was promising, but listen to her. Maybe you remember this woman when Osinachi's issue came up as first. We're going to be very quick today, please, so let your comments keep coming so that we will share them. I want us to think about the fact that there are ways of punishing criminals. The court is always very wise. Some criminals are made to serve in community. Some are made to go. Some are kept in jail for very, very various reasons. Okay, let's listen to this woman and we will come back with some more facts.
Was I very pregnant when we first married? We were quarreling and I was pregnant with Blessing then. We were driving from beauty school. I did beauty school, cosmetology. We were fighting. We were arguing in the car. We were so broke, so everything was tight. We used to quarrel over 25 kobo. It was not funny. One of the days on the highway, we borrowed somebody's beetle. And we were driving past, so he now got angry and hit the car. Boy, it went full. It almost hit the median. I kept quiet because here was I very pregnant. You know what? I kept quiet. He talked. I didn't say a word again because I saw my life was going. When we went home, I cooked.
Let's sister Osinachi's family.
We slept.
I think they're supposed
to
be here.
The next morning, he went to work. When he came back, he didn't see me. I was gone. You know why your husband has been beaten and beaten and beaten? It's because you have been hiding it. That one time, I left the house. He looked for me for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. And then he began to pray. And I went and stayed in his friend's apartment. He didn't think I could ever go there. I went and stayed with the girl for days. And you know what? I exposed him. And when Pastor found out, he cried that day because he didn't know that what was happening around him then, that is the right thing. He didn't know he had that capacity. Power, but we have a mouth. God gave you power and gave us a mouth. God is a faithful God. He does things in justice. He's a God of justice. He put mouth in my mouth and he put power in your body. So that all the advantage will not be on one side. Imagine if I have the mouth and I have the power. You'll be dead. So I must have said something that got him and he jacked me and put me on the wall. And then in the process, he scratched me. Accidentally. When the anger finished, you know, when your anger is up, your IQ goes down.
You see, this woman told everyone that if your husband hits you, leave him. But she's describing when her husband hurt her. And she's saying the husband hurt her, scratched her accidentally. She can justify that of her husband. People will need to think.
Yeah, when the anger finished and he saw the scratch, my husband went down and wept like a baby. And then started working on himself. So Pastor Ina did not become a good man overnight. He made 1, 2, 3 mistakes. And then he said, no, I can't be like this. And he changed. We still quarreled and argued, but it never came like that. A man beat you once, you keep it, he will beat you again. Once you have beaten a woman, you will beat her again. You must look for help. If he looks for help, come back. If he doesn't look for help, go. God forbid you stay in family worship center and be beaten to death in the name of for better, for worse. The worst was not supposed to come from home. The worst was supposed to come from outside, things we cannot control.
Wow.
Did you hear me? You say, Pastor, I'm going to stay for the children. No, you're actually hurting the children. You are hurting the children. My sister-in-law said something very strong long ago. She said, when you go before God, like this woman that told everybody, told her friends, all her problems, always said, don't tell anybody. I don't even think they told the pastors. And she died. She committed suicide as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not saying that lightly. Because, I mean, they beat you. He stops her from meaning. That voice that she is speaking Igbo, she is singing, we don't know, but we are crying along with her. They have robbed us of something in the body of Christ. She didn't leave. So my sister-in-law said, God will ask you, why did I give you leg? Those of you staying in a house and they are beating you upright and inside out. Why are you staying? I will not stay. I didn't stay. Anytime Pastor Ina did I left. This was in America, not in Nigeria, where I would gather a crowd for him. Separate us. Pastor, what do you want to say? God, you have lied against God. I want to charge any man in Lagos, in Ibadan. I've never beat your daughter. Never. But you're beating your wife. Do you know that she's somebody else's daughter?
Mm-hmm.
I want to charge you by the mercy of God. Those of you who are in this church, Pastor Ina's legacy goes on. He's been dead now for 19 years. But his legacy continues. His work continues. Because he empowered me. He didn't tell me you're stupid. You are nothing. Shut up. Shut up. Keep quiet. No. And when you speak, tell them Pastor Ina said. He empowered me. On behalf of your wives this morning, I beg you, beat her and ask the children to join him to beat her. He beat her to a coma until she died. I beg you in the name of the God we serve.
You see, people, so she's saying a lot of things here, but then in a nutshell, I remember she made a statement somewhere that anybody that is going through this, come to her. She will give you a place. Now, this is Osinachi's kids. Okay, homeless. The kids are homeless now. What is she doing?
Full vows. But let me explain where the better and for worse is.
Okay, so this is a rough idea about people that were speaking passionately when the issue came as if they were ready to solve the problems. Now here comes the problem. Come and fix it. The man is being kept in jail. You are happy. If he was out, you could tell the kids to go to their father. But now we've all spoken. The court has done their job. They've taken the man in. He's facing court now. Now let me show you another woman who has decided to help the children. And let's look at a trick that the sister is playing. I hope you all know the sister. This is the lady we are talking about, the one with a cross in front of her. She has been exposed big time. Okay, she has been exposed big time. And now let us watch another woman of God that has decided to be of help to Osinachi's family. Okay, she has decided to be of help to this family, and we will be shocked what the sister of Osinachi is trying to do. Listen to this.
Let's sister Osinachi's family. I think they're supposed to be here today to receive the scholarship award in cash.
Hey! Jesus.
Because I have been waiting for
And
this
I want
day.
you to hear it as from
Don't
the
say
mouth
why-
of the
why
senior
they
pastor of
Call, Abi. PA.
Okay, so what is happening here is this woman of God has decided to set up a scholarship scheme for the children of Osinachi. Beautiful. She has done well. I didn't hear about her when the issue was up. Maybe it's because I don't know her. She might have spoken, but I did not hear her speak. But now that it's time for responsibility, she has come up. She's got money set up ready to be given to the children to sponsor their education. Guess what Osinachi's sister is doing? After all the passionate speech advocating for money, now listen to what is going on. There is something going on. People that are wicked people in this society. We don't know what her reasons are, why she's doing what she's doing, but get to listen to this to the end.
You've been in touch.
Very true, ma'am.
With the family, with the twin sister.
Yes, mommy.
Eh?
Yes, mommy.
Because I am ready. The cash is here.
Yes.
Everything is ready. I want to deliver the cash to them. I want to do is cash from the level they are in primary to they are tertiary, all of them. Jesus. Yes. That is what I want to do. I'm led to do it.
Mommy, it was as a result of your passion and the pressure you put on me and Pastor James to reach out to that family. That's the reason I didn't give you any updates on how far I have gone with them in the past 24 hours. Between 24.
But you bought tickets.
Yes, we bought tickets over $500,000 to purchase the ticket for the 4 children because I received the names of the children from Osinachi's late sister, Osinachi's younger brother, and their aunt who visited the unveiling city some days ago. I got the numbers of the names of the children upon agreement.
Yes.
That's the ticket and the name of the children. Mrs. Amarachi is the twin sister to late sister Osinachi. And then after discussing with Godwin Madu, who
Godwin is the younger brother now.
Yes, the younger brother to late sister
and
Osinachi.
the aunt. They came on Tuesday.
Yes, they came. The aunt came.
We discussed in the office.
Yes, we had a discussion.
That they were going to be here today.
Yes.
All right, viewers. So this is the woman that is the Osinachi's mother. Okay. So I think the mother of Osinachi and the brother of Osinachi both visited this woman of God in her office because she made people to invite her to discuss the scholarship that she wants to put across to this family and these kids. Now check out what happened. Check this out.
The voice of the word. When she sings, pierces the heart. So you have the brother? Yeah. So I don't know. We've been calling to know how we are going to in fact the promise that was made about offering Osinachi's children scholarship. But we do not know how to do about it. My PA has been calling Osinachi's twin sister, which is not even sure if the person is actually true. We kept calling that first week of resumption. We kept calling. Second week, we kept calling. They were posting us even until the third week of resumption. He kept calling because I was putting pressure on him. So he was as well calling the number that seems to go to the that she's so she kept posting him. Okay, we've left that we are not in we are trying to look for a good school for them. We are like, okay, how long will you look for this school? You understand? For how long? Pupils are already in school. This is 3 weeks upon resumption. You've not found a school. Does it mean there are no better schools where you can enroll these kids? We are ready to offer this scholarship. So I can believe it's like a burden on me. I told my PA to keep eyes on ground, on the ball, until he finds and discovers something that she's family. Because I don't know Spanish. Let's see her, what she was living and all of that. I love her songs. So that is it. We don't know how to do about it. She will give you what you want. How do we deliver this money? And I'm happy you are here, the brother of Osinachi and the mother's sister. And I'm happy you are here now. So I know how we're going to talk about this. I am ready to do this. I want to do this. I am pressed. It's a burden on me. I want to do this. I want to, the promise I made to those children, I want to get it done with. So I can be free. It's a burden on me. I want to do it now, as in any time. And I want to make sure to enter the right channel. Because a lot of account numbers have been flying here and there from different quarters. This is Osinachi, this is our account number, this is our Osinachi's children's account number. So we don't even know which to do. Yes, Mama. Okay, you are aware of every communication. Thank God. Thank God.
Okay, so the woman of Osinachi, the woman who is Osinachi's mother, and the brother are both sitting in this woman's office, and the woman is confessing that she's aware of all the conversations that have been going on concerning the scholarship that this woman has been preparing for the kids. So then what went wrong? How come something has changed? This is where we need to be careful. Most people are not trustworthy, not enough to be able to look after you or look after your interest or your child's interest, except you. This is a twin sister, but let's look at the way things have gone and how things have ended right now as we speak. The mother has confessed she's aware of everything this woman has been trying to do.
Why was she delaying?
Upon that agreement, we purchased the ticket, made the hotel booking, and then after sending the tickets to them, they said Amarachi will reach out to me. So
Amarachi is the twin sister.
Yes, the twin sister.
So when she called me,
to Osinachi. When she called me, I didn't know it was her. She now sent a text. Upon calling her, I had a 15 minutes conversation with her.
15 minutes conversation with her.
And in this conversation, she was telling me she was not feeling fine. I now asked her, I said, but this was the agreement we had concerning Friday. She equally said that Osinachi's 2 children were not feeling fine. Now, the agreement I had with her was that I was going to give them space to have their treatment and then come towards the end of the month. But from all indication, that woman is declining to come here. I made her understood that there was certainly no way you could send such voluminous amount of money to an account that is not traceable to anybody.
She sent an account number.
Yes, she sent an account number.
For me to deposit the money. How?
Yes. And then again, she came up.
Wait, is it not better? Should we do that?
No. I told her that was absolutely impossible. So when she came up with the idea of that somebody should be sent to their home in Enugu, I told her about
that we should come to Enugu and give the money.
Yes. And it sounded funny to me. I told her that there is a security situation in the southeast.
Is she declining the offer?
Apparently, that is what it looks like. Apparently, that's
after booking flights for them, after spending close to 600,000, because you sent I told you to book flights.
Yes.
That was what, like 400,000.
Yes.
And then hotel reservation.
Hotel reservation. In fact, I had a consideration in booking the hotel reservation because the case they are supposed to have in court is supposed to be around the 17th of this month.
Okay, so people, why would Osinachi's sister decide not to honor this invitation to receive this scholarship for the kids? Why would she decide not to honor it? Somebody might think, because she doesn't want to go public. But if you were able to pick up a camera to put in front of you and plead to the whole world that the kids need help, what difference would it be going to a church to receive such a big offer? What this woman is saying is so big. She's saying that she's going to pay them money that will be able to take care of them from basic school, which they are in now, up to tertiary level. So it's going to have to be a big money. So just be there and let us see whether this woman is even telling the truth or not telling the truth. But right now, you've made this woman truthful because she's there. The date you set, Friday that you are supposed to be there, she is there. The whole church is there waiting and you did not turn up. What is the excuse? Why would you give them a bank account and expect them to put the money in privately? Whereas the whole world is insulting Christendom, insulting Christianity, that, Christians are supposed to provide for Osinachi. We are going to speak about whether it is the responsibility of Christianity to look after the case of Osinachi, or it is her family that is supposed to look after them? That is another point that I expect you to share your thoughts. Is it the responsibility of the church to look after them? The kids of Osinachi, look after their rent, their feeding, their school and everything? Is it Christianity? Is it you being a Christian? Or it is the responsibility of her family? That is one thing that let us consider. But let's listen to this. It's about to end.
By now extended the ticket and the accommodation for when they will come for the case and then go back after that visit. This woman was telling me no, that she can't come.
She can't come. After buying tickets.
After
spending close to 600,000.
It's surprising and depressing. That's why I didn't tell you anything about it.
So, now my good now, one. You see why it's very difficult to help people? But I was actually expecting them to be here today.
Hallelujah.
Because the brother came with the aunt, the mother's sister. They came here on Tuesday. And I was even happy they came. I wanted to present the money to them. They said no. That the twin sister.
You see, this speaks volumes. When they came to the office of this woman of God, she wanted to give the money to them. But the woman who is on the screen right now, the Osinachi's mother's sister, that is her auntie, and Osinachi's brother, the woman is so wise because maybe she knows how Amalachi, Osinachi's sister, how she behaves. So she said, don't give us the money now. Wait for Osinachi's sister to come. When she comes together with us, you can give the money out. That, I believe, was very smart of this woman. Okay, because right now, how come now Osinachi's sister decided not to turn up in the church to collect the money? Nobody understands. People are rather blaming the church, her church, Christianity, because everyone listens to the song Ekueme and everyone listens to her other songs. Beautiful. She's a great, talented musician in the body of Christ. But why is the sister, who is also a singer and a Christian for that matter, why is she playing this politics with collecting the money, giving a bank account secretly, not wanting to show up for the event? Why would she do that? This is one of the things that we should be looking into. The passionate and sad mood of talking. I saw this lady when the issue came up. You could see the anger, the rage, how she could speak. But right now, when she's pleading to everybody for money, she's talking very calmly, and I believe she's playing on our emotions. That's what I feel. In as much as we know the kids have to go to school, there are other kids in the churches that have not had this privilege of scholarship. But because the mother has passed away, somebody is offering this offer, and you don't want to come for it. The question is, what is her interest in this that she's deciding to rather get the money through the bank into her mobile phone or privately to her? Only God knows how many people have already sent money to her and she's not telling anyone.
The children were going to be here today. That was why Daddy went ahead to book their tickets.
Hallelujah.
I was surprised at her response that she couldn't come. Yes. I now told her, I told her I could amend the ticket to bring them to Abuja, that the ticket could bring them in to yesterday, Thursday, and then they will go back that same Thursday. Or they can come in Friday morning, I can amend the ticket to bring them in Friday morning and just in 1 hour. Because you will need to meet the children you are actually interested in sponsoring from primary to tertiary. I see that it's a good reason enough for them to come. At least you embrace these children. You didn't know these children.
I don't even know the woman. I never met her before.
You've not met Osinachi. You didn't know the family. Nobody met you to ask you for anything. It was from your good heart. You decided to reach out.
Okay, so others might be of the school of thought that this woman is trying to play on some strategy just to be famous. Even if she's trying to be famous and she's trying to get people's attention. From the way this man is speaking, it looks like they are trying to publicize themselves. Whatever it is, giving, not giving. You need it. They are offering you. Come and take it. It will rather make them look better. It doesn't matter. It's also good for the world to see that the body of Christ is doing something. Rather than giving it to you in private, and still people are going to be whinging about the church. And only God knows whether you collected, if you took the money in private, the money will get to these kids. So if you came and it was publicly done, because you've requested for the money publicly anyway, so what's the point in being worried that somebody's going to see you collecting money in public? I don't think that would be her reason for not turning up. But I don't get it. All right. So we are about to end this. Just listen to this part and we are done.
Osinachi didn't talk and she died. What is this thing that will make you not come for this? So that we can nip it in the bud on time.
As a matter of immediately school resumed upon resumption. That very day when my children go to school, I say, my children don't start school, Osinachi's children. I called James immediately. I was like, James, have you been able to make contact? He said, yes, that you've been talking with them. They said we should wait till school resumes. Now school don't resume now. That should be fast though, because me, I have projects at hand. Let me do away with this and then have peace. You kept calling. What happened? Tell me.
To reach to the family and give you the money.
Yes.
Mom will not give you scholarship money and come in every semester or every term to collect money. She usually give the money
I want to do all
at once.
Yes.
Now she said, okay, I should hold on that they have some security issues they're trying to resolve. I said, okay. A week later again, you called me that money, mommy. I'm sure the way you spoke to me, I was afraid. You said,
don't worry, I will deposit the money in the account.
no, mommy. Before that time, my mother.
Should I deposit the money in that account? So that.
Okay, so viewers, you see what is going on here. Even the church members are saying that the woman should not give the money into, or not, she shouldn't transfer the money into the bank account that Osinachi's sister has given them. What shows that that account is actually genuine? So just come and take the money. Okay, now, viewers, we've come to a point where we've seen all that they are saying, and many other people that are still insulting the church. But my question is it the church's responsibility, or it is her family's, Osinachi's family's duty to look after Osinachi's kids? Is it okay for the court to say life imprisonment for the man, a crime that he was not caught red-handed doing? Or you believe that it is better for the man to maybe to be given an AV? This is my recommendation. This man, if found guilty, should be given an AVO, some form of apprehensive order, which we know in the developed countries will say 100 meters apart, do not go close to these kids. Okay, you work in a certain establishment, either under supervision or whatever way they will get it done. But when you get paid, a certain percentage would have to go to your kids' account for whoever is looking after the kids to use the money on the kids. To me, that would rather be better than to keep this man in jail for the kids to begin to suffer like this. Osinachi's funeral is not done yet. The body is still in the morgue right now, and the kids are already suffering. The sister who is supposed to stand in the gap and support these kids, you and I know what we are talking about. To me, she's trying to play some tricks here. Unless she comes out to tell us why she did not attend. Okay, when her mother, sister, and her brother have been to the office of this woman, and the woman nearly gave the money to them, but they said, no, we're not taking it unless the sister comes. So we need to hear more from Osinachi's sister before we will know why this is happening. But your thoughts are also very important. Please try to send in your comments, type your comment and send it, and then we will also know what you think about what is happening, why the sister is doing what she's doing, and what you think should be the best way to handle this issue about Osinachi's sister, the death of Osinachi, and what can be done. Remember, family is not all about the people you see or the people that tell you that they love you. Sometimes it's about people that you may not even be seeing every day. They may love you even more than the people that are in front of you all the time. Twin sister, crying, doing all sort of things. Now, go and collect money for the kids of your sister. And she's saying no. However, if it is privacy we are talking about, that she doesn't want it to be public, my question to her is this. Why did she put a camera on herself and tell the world that Osinachi's children are hungry? She herself and her mother and everybody else in the family, they are struggling. So pleading for help from society. If you could do this, this is the sister of Osinachi, and you can imagine what she's saying.
No child should ever have to suffer the way our children have suffered.
So you see, she's romantically, emotionally playing some tricks on people that are listening to her. That is what I feel. Because now, here comes the money, here comes the offer for the help, and you said, I'm not coming. You've made them buy ticket for you to fly you to the church. It's not to any secret place or any dangerous place. They are flying you in to give you everything you need to be able to look after these kids, and you say no. Rather, you want them to put the money into a certain bank account of yours. Why? People, humanity is wicked. Please share your thoughts about this and let us hear you out. We will bring you updates, but remember, Osinachi's husband is still in court. Right now, the court proceedings are still going on. He has changed his lawyers and he's getting some hearing here and there. So we will see what happens by the end of the day. But whatever the situation will be, we are believing that the best outcome will win. We are believing that the man will get a fair hearing. Osinachi will get the best form of vengeance or whatever that society is looking for Osinachi. That is what we are all hoping for. So God bless you so much that you've tuned in today. Don't forget to share the link to somebody. Don't forget to send in your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to follow us on Facebook. Your sharing is very important. But remember, Coda TV, our focus, our purpose, and is that we are reconciling humanity back to the source. God bless you so much.